Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for February 19th, 2016. It's about 14 minutes before the close. Want to get this out early I feel really good that yesterday the title of the free one was Day of the Doji. And sure enough, then today we sold right off all the stocks that were dojis at resistance sold off. So right now what we're seeing is the market actually on its low for the day, where the ES is down 1050. The NASDAQ down 50, and the TF's down 7. Now the bonds are way up $1.29. We have the transports only down 49. So this is sort of a slight sell-off from what we've from the huge rally. But the reason I show this and I'm excited about it is to show you these dojis. I'm going to show you how I did a scan. And what I did was I scanned for dojis. We posted this on the premium side. But this is how these popped up. And like I said, everyone, not only did they work, but you had more than enough chance on the opening to get in them. So this is what I do. I go to the scan in here. Now, this is an open interest scan. That's an entire different time to talk about it. You're going to exit all these. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to take all stocks. That doesn't include ETFs. So it's all stocks, not all products. All optionable. So when you do that and you scan, let me put it in by stocks. And what you get is 3,800. That's too many. So next thing you do, add filter for stock. Usually when I do dojis, I go in here and you do the mark. And what I want is the minimum to be 40. You could have it at 20, you can have it at 10. But I found that the more expensive the stock, the more likely a doji is going to work, because a lot of less active stocks and a lot cheaper stocks have more dojis because they don't move enough. So now you have 1,000 matches. Now what you do is you add the study filter, and you go in and you go to doji. You scan. Now we're down to 39. Now remember, that's from today and we haven't closed yet. But I'm talking about what had popped out yesterday. Next thing in here that I find very important is you put volume. And you want volume to be at least 500,000 shares. So there's 500,000. And you scan, you see it's not many. And the whole reason that I'm doing that is I want stocks. If there's stocks that hardly ever trade, obviously you're going to get more dojis. So when I popped all this out, like these are today. Now another thing you can add in here, but I haven't added it, I'm still experimenting. So you can add, like, if the RSI is over 70. So then you have overbought stocks with dojis. But the ones that popped out yesterday, and let me show you, were these. What I did in here is I took the in here, popped out Lowe's. Now Lowe's hasn't worked great today whatsoever, but this is what I love. You have this on this side because a lot of people post online and in their newsletters, and they post 50 dojis. You got to combine it with other indicators. Number one, you have the doji. Number two, you have it's at resistance. Number three, you have an overbought condition. What happened on the opening today? Let me put it on a 2 minute so you can get an idea. Right on the opening, you short it, you would have made about 1.5 points right on the opening. It would have paid for your subscription for a while. That's one of them. Let me show you a bunch that when you see a group, all of them come out as dojis, usually, and they've already extended and they're at resistance, that's a great sign that any of them you could throw a dart and short them. Check out Goldman Sachs today. Look at this doji yesterday, right at resistance, already getting overbought on a daily, and this has been in a big downtrend. It actually opened up a point. It's now down 3.5 points. That one was wonderful. Let me show you a couple more that worked. Here's Citigroup. Look at this doji in here. Overbought, at resistance. Today, down $1. So the whole idea in these, and this is what we show on the premium side, is we'll do doji scans. I'll list in there how I do the scans, what stocks have popped up, and the actual charts of what I'm looking at in them. And I post those way before the opening, probably about 5:30 a.m. And then in the chat between 8 and 9, when we have a live chat between 8 and 9 Eastern, we go over a strategy and how we're going to initiate a trade. And one of them we mentioned was any of the banks. Look at JP Morgan in here. Put this in here. Nice doji. Right there. Right at resistance. Why didn't I pick this one? And I'll show you why. This one didn't have as discernible resistance in my opinion. And when you see that, let me unlink these so you see what I'm talking about. Look at the right and look at the daily. And I know it's not as overbought, but this has a lot more resistance in this area where JP Morgan can maybe trying to clear it. That's why I picked Goldman Sachs and it worked great. So I hope this helps everybody. Like you know, we have a $7 30-day trial. What that includes is all this. And let me show you what it has so you know what we're talking about in here. One is you get a forum. And in this forum, let me take off the arrows. We have premium videos, which is what, this is the free, there's a premium. There's a chat room that's open from 8 to 9 that has at least 200 to 300 people every morning where I talk for about an hour and we jockey ideas back and forth. We have the chart ideas. We then have the Learning Center. This has been a big deal. Yesterday I did a 45-minute free class on the MACD where I mentioned how I use it, sort of an offshoot of the 2-hour class I did earlier last year. And what we're doing in there is then adding in here study guides, which includes my video. And then we have quizzes on it. We have courses, and it's really been fun to go through the quizzes. Like on here, look at this. ATR trailing stop, bear flags, bull flags. When I was learning how to trade, the best way to do it is to have quizzes at the end of every chapter of every book. And it worked great. And that's what we're trying to inspire. Every week, we're going to have it like a PBS mini-series. We're going to have a 7-week mini-series, so to speak, of classes every week on indicators. This week, it was on the MACD. Next week, it's going to be on the ATR trailing stop. After that, we're going to do one on chart patterns, and then we're going to do one after that of how to use the trailing stop with chart patterns. So these are just some of the things you get with simpler stocks. Like I said, you go to the forum today, the chat room had 200 to 300 people in it. The forum we have where 24 hours you can jockey ideas back and forth, and I try to moderate it and try to answer within an hour any questions people have. That's been a huge hit too. So I hope you can take advantage of the trial. Like I said, it's been a huge success, and which really humbles me, but I'm thrilled that we've had so much positive response. Just wanted to include that tonight that Raghi is having a really good class on strategy of navigating volatile markets. Raghi has been doing this as long as I have. She's great with this stuff, a good friend of mine. Just wanted to show you the link for this. It's on the Simpler Forex side where she does currencies great. I listen to all her stuff. She has a strategy class tonight from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central, and then live trading from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Brutal to do it all day like that, but she's a trooper to do it all day. So basically what she's doing is she's doing all these things down here, and it's somebody you should definitely pay attention to. She's smart as a whip with these indicators, and with her indicators, and with Forex, and with just trading in general. As you see on here, here's a strategy class. Here's a strategy class with live trading. So I hope you can attend. Like I said, it'll be a great class. So everyone, take care.